Hello guys, welcome back again. This is a continuation. If you have not watched the first part, I'll advise you to watch that first before watching this so you can understand what is going on here. So guys, onto the video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the like button, guys.
Let's go
Thank
to the
you.
baby of the house, which is human embryology. Okay, so for human embryology, I had a bit of problem with this course in the sense that I think it is because we haven't really done so much in it before the strike. So I'm virtually learning on my own, studying it on my own, and I'll advise you to watch videos. In fact, for all the courses that I've listed, you should also watch videos. If you want me to do a video where I talk about some of the channels that I watch on YouTube, I can do that also for you. So for human embryology, which is the study of the developmental stages of a developing human, or I think that's the basic information I can give. That is like basic definition. Basically, it's the stages of development of an embryo, or is it fetus? Yes, basically different stages, how the different organs come about, from where, from which region. Basically it lists out different stages, different weeks, and what happens at this week. So, and sorry, I didn't tell you what gross was about. Gross is about every structure you can see with your naked eyes, what you can see. Like I can see the femur if I should dissect, and I'll be able to see that one is glaring. I can see the skin, some of, if I should dissect the skin, then the facial, I can see some of those things. So that is what gross is about, everything you can see with your naked eyes. So now embryology, like this study of I feel like it's study of like pregnancy, because you're learning different stages of embryonic development. Now, like I said, I feel like it's because we didn't really go too in depth this course before the strike happened, and for us now we have to do like general embryology. So I had a bit of problem understanding some certain things. I feel like this course is not as visual as human gross human anatomy is, but it depends on the textbook you use too, like I said. So I had to, for me, I do not want a textbook that is going to like complicate the knowledge for me. Like I wanted things that can be explained as basic as possible, for because if you don't understand a course very well, or you feel like the course is too like complicated, I advise you to go for a very simplified textbook. But now I realize that it is not as complex as it is, or as it seems. It is actually very interesting. I don't know whether it's because of the topics I've read, or because I've not got to the hard part yet. Yes, it involves a bit of memorization. I mean, all the gross is just like gross anatomy, or I think gross anatomy is way worse in terms of memorization and cramming than embryology. But yeah, embryology does have some form of memorization. But the textbook I have in hard copy is in Debrecen human. This is an Indian book. I love this book, to be honest. I feel like this book gives you like straight to the point, like what you should know. Like it goes very straight to the point, and that is why I like this book. But recently I experimented with Vishram Singh's human embryology, and it was very interesting for me. I really love Vishram Singh. I'm going to tell you why. Vishram Singh is very basic. Like if there's anything more basic than basic, that is Vishram Singh for you. And that is why I love my Vishram Singh. So I read Vishram Singh and this in Debrek Singh. Another book that I love is Langman. Oh my god, Langman is wonderful. Langman is a book that is like, for me, I feel like it is more of a reference book. I know some school have that on their recommended reading text. It's more, for me, I feel like it's more of a reference, because there are some information that are not in the vaccine, but you find them in Langman. Like there are some markers, yes, some markers, hormone markers. So anyway, some markers like that, enzyme markers, and you find them listed in Langman, but not in the vaccine. But for me, I feel like it boils down to your lecturer, whatever your lecturer wants. There's some information that, to me, I feel that they are somewhat unnecessary. But anyway, I used this textbook Vishram Singh because I'm an amateur. Like I will have to learn like basic. If you're like me and you are like struggling and you just want to have basic foundation that you can build on, I advise you use Visual Seeing, in their Scene. Those books are good. Then Langman is also beautiful. Another book is Developing Human. Kate Elmore who also wrote that. I don't really read Developing Human, but when I checked it, I realized that it also has a lot of clinical correlate, like you even see pictures of these cases. I think Langman also does a beautiful work with that. So whichever one you decide, it is totally fine. So guys, let's us go to the next one. The next course is human histology, where you are going to be looking at tissues under the microscope. And I use Indebrexin because it comes with a like color atlas. I haven't had a lot of time to like explore this course. I've explored the remaining ones, but this one not really. But I love this textbook because this textbook to go straight to the point. If you compare, another textbook that is used in this course is Jinquera. Jinquera is a bigger book. It's bigger than this one. Jinquera is more in-depth. It is more, if you want a lot of knowledge in histology, you really want to understand the nitty-gritty of histology, I advise you to go into reading Jinquera. But for me, I feel like I shouldn't like waste so much of my time if I can get all the knowledge I want from this textbook. But anyway, it depends on you entirely. But I use this in the break. Saying like I said, I haven't really fully explored this course, but this is a textbook that I would recommend alongside Jinquera. You might have Jinquera in soft copy and this in hard copy. That's what I do. So whatever topic is not here, it will be in the setting, or whatever topic that is not really explained and I feel like I need more knowledge on, I'll go to Jinquera. So that is some of the books I use. So guys, I have one more text, but that one is basically embryology from my school. I think it was written from a lecturer in my school. That's why I didn't really include it here. But these are some of the like standard textbooks I would recommend. So guys, I wouldn't advise that you get all the textbooks in hard copy. Like I said, you can get some in hard copy and maybe one in hard copy, then or two in hard copy. It depends on you and the amount that you have, the money you have. You can get one. But I feel like medical students should actually invest in textbooks because in the course of your medical career, sometimes you will have to refer back to this textbook. Like I've heard of cases of people doing obstetric and gynecology, or like if you're in OB and obstetric and gynecology, or even in pediatric, you have to kind of refer back to human embryology. I think obstetrics, yes, you have to refer back to human embryologists once in a while because they expect you to know everything already. So that's why I would just advise that medical students should invest in textbooks, because even in human anatomy, when you're doing surgery, you might want to like just have a general overview of what the structure looks like. You can use your atlas. So it's more like a long-term investment. You're going to be using this textbook for the rest of your life. So you might as well just buy them. So if you can afford one, get one and have the rest in soft copy. So guys, that is it on um anatomy, gross anatomy, embryology and histology. So if you want me to do another video, because I'm considering doing another one for physiology, so we are going to be talking about the textbooks I recommend for physiology, because physiology for me, I feel you have to read so many textbooks, so you can't read only one textbook for physiology. If not, your knowledge is going to be shaky. And physiological questions, if you're answering MCQs in physiology, if don't hit you one, like you are done. But anatomy, especially gross anatomy, is very straightforward. Mostly some of the content that we are all reading is basically like more of the same thing. There's no such like huge difference, but for physiology it's quite different. So I'll advise that yeah, you try out some of the textbooks I listed and you leave a comment down below of the textbook you use. Recommend textbook to me because I am still, like I said, I am still figuring it out. In 300 level I might change my mind on what textbook and what works for me, but it's fine honestly. So leave it down below. And yes, I know I left out neuroanatomy. In my school, we don't do neuroanatomy till 300 level. I know that there are some schools that do neuroanatomy from 200. We don't do that. So I don't have any textbook recommendations for you in 300 level and stuff. Well, yeah, you can check out these textbooks and let me know if you use any of these textbooks. Let me know your experience with any of these textbooks. Leave it down below in the comment section. I remain your boy Anikan. Until next time, bye guys.